Hmm. Oh, sorry. Now Rise of the Quick Clan. Great manga series. Well, frankly, I wish they'd take some of the Japanese manga and do a crossover with American. I'd love to see him team up with, like, Ghost Rider. Anyways. This is, American Samurai. Coming back at you. From small town US of A. I'm here with my first ever pay-per-view review. I said that 5 times fast. Just kidding. And these are in no particular order. These are just in the order I've watched them. So first, we have the first pay-per-view I ever watched, which was SummerSlam 2010, or sorry, 2012. This is, of course, the historic one where CM Punk would change his title, and you have Sheamus versus Alberto, and of course the main event is where Brock Lesnar breaks Triple H's arm and he retires for a little while, but then comes back and kicks Brock Lesnar's butt. I love that guy. This one I picked up on sale at Kmart. I think it was right after Christmas, Black Friday. I think it was only like $12. It has some great matches on here. Kane versus Daniel Bryan, that's a good one. Of course, the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio when Alberto Del Rio was still a heel. CM Punk, versus versus John Cena versus the Big Show. I mean, there are some great matches on here. You can probably pick this up pretty cheap right now, so I recommend you pick this up. SummerSlam 2010 or 2012. I don't know why I keep saying 2010. It's just like that sounds. And the next one I got from Half.com. It's ECW's December to Dismember, featuring a one night, what's referred to as one night only, the Hardy Boys versus M&M. That was before Nitro. Johnny Nitro changed his name to his real name, John Morrison. There are some great matches on here. This has been called like one of the bad pay-per-views, and it does to some extent have that. Tommy Jr. versus the Farty, that was pretty good. What I liked with this one is it actually had a visible story through it. With the whole, who took out Sabu here, and Paul Heyman's evil scheme and everything. So you gotta wonder who took out Sabu. This actually is probably a good one to watch if you're into a lot of the TNA guys, because a lot of them are on here. You've got Tommy Dreamer, RVD, the Hardy Boys, of course, the Hardys. CM Punk, Hardcore Holly, and there's quite a few of them. But there are some really, there's some great ones on this DVD. I got pretty cheap at the time. I mean, a lot of people have been slamming this one. Yeah, I suppose as ECW pay-per-views go, it probably wasn't that great, but this is the first ECW pay-per-view I've ever seen, so I have nothing to compare it to. And there are a lot of good, I think there are a lot of good matches in here. The only thing I don't understand is why they have a DVD promo during the pay-per-view. I mean, seriously? WWE, are you really that obsessed with yourself? This is when TNA was in its so-called second genesis, Before, as somebody said, it died and Dixie Carter dug up the corpse. Okay. I hope I don't choke that. But, so, anyways. Like I said, this is a good one. You can get pretty cheap on Half.com. I think I only paid like $5 or $6 or something for it. The matches are, to me, it's interesting, but, I suppose if you have something to compare it to, like the original ECW pay-per-views, it may not be the greatest, but it's, I like it. Next up, we have my third pay-per-view, Royal Rumble 2013, with the great one himself on the cover, The Rock. Now this one, I mean, it has some great moments, even before the match. I mean, when Alberto Del Rio and his sidekick, Ricardo Rodriguez, meet Bret the Hitman Hart, and he gives Ricardo a set of those shades, and he comes out doing the Hitman Hart thing. I mean, that is just like comedy gold. That is, I mean, you can literally tell that they are both big fans of the Hitman. So meeting him is like meeting, you know, I believe the term is wrestling god or something like that. I don't blame them. If I met Mick Foley, I'd act the same way. So, like I said, there's some great matches on here. We got the Royal Rumble match. Alberto Del Rio versus The Big Show. WWE Tag Team Champions. The team, well, I don't have to say, you know who they are, Daniel Bryan and Kane. Versus Team Rhodes Scholars. And also they're in the Royal Rumble later too, so double duty here. And of course, 30-man Rumble, and of course the main event, CM Punk versus The Rock. The Shield does get involved, but The Rock, I mean, even in his weakened condition, he's able to, you know, just pull out the strength, you know, and get the win. So I mean, this is one of those really feel-good moments. You feel good that, you know, The Rock did it, and CM Punk is gone, brother. At least me as champion for a while. So my final synopsis, my final view. This one and this one are definite pickups. You know, I would, if you don't have these ones in your collection, get them. This one, if you've seen TNA and you want to check out some of the ECW stuff that you can't find in any of the original ECW pay-per-views, you can go ahead and pick this one up, and it'll give you a taste of what it was like during the second Genesis TNA or ECW, but you know, not a full taste, not a full course meal. So that's my review. To go back to it, we reviewed Royal Rumble 2013, ECW December 2006, I think it is, and SummerSlam 2012. You know, if you have these DVDs, or you've done the thing they have on WWE, or at the end of the year, they give you all pay-per-views for like $100 and some odd, you know, then you'll probably agree with me on some things and not on the others. I would go ahead and pick up the Royal Rumble one, and like I said, if you're a fan of TNA, if you've never seen an ECW match, you know, you can get Dismember pretty cheap, and that's, you know, at least a starting point for you guys who are trying to know what these hardcore guys could really do. So I'm gonna say, you know, if you're in TNA and you want to see some of the ECW stuff, I would probably start with like the Bloodiest Brawls or ECW Unreleased Volume 1. But you know, December is probably the easiest pay-per-view right now to find, the 2006 one. So if you don't want a pay-per-view, you're probably gonna end up getting that one, just because it's pretty cheap. So my ratings, I'm going to go ahead and try a new rating system, so I'm going to give it a shot here. ECW December, this is going to be for anyone who's just interested in seeing a different, anyone who likes the ECW wrestlers, or just interested in seeing a new take of the Elimination Chamber, or is just a TNA fan has never seen these guys when they're working for the WWE, then that's who I would say pick this one up. This one, you would probably pick up if you're like a Lesnar fan. Granted, Paul Heyman's in all three of these DVDs, so that's kind of the common connecting thread here if you're wondering why I was reviewing all three of these together. This one, I'm going to say anyone who wants a good pay-per-view cheap, you know, go ahead. You can probably find it pretty cheap now at different stores and stuff, or even online. Go ahead and pick it up. And this one, I got this one from www.shop.com, if you remember my unboxing video. So I'm going to say, Yeah, it's $20, one disc, but it's, you know, it's 3 hours, so I mean, still a lot to watch, and it's a really good pay-per-view. So I'm gonna say definitely pick this one up, especially for the last man standing match between Alberto Del Rio and the Big Show, as well as the Royal Rumble and the CM Punk versus The Rock in the Tag Team Championship match. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. So those are our views. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you like it. Until next time, this is American Samurai saying sayonara and hail to the great.